Okay, welcome to IMS Gate Academy. Hello, we have Raghu here with All India Topper, rank 36 in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Raghu, can you tell me about yourself? How was your journey for Gate 23 exam?
Hello everyone, I am Ayushman from NIT Raulkela. As I said, I got AIR-36 from EC Gate Paper 2023. And as far as I can tell you about my journey, it was filled with many challenges. But as you all know, every journey has their ups and downs. So we'll be talking about that also throughout session. And I can say that if I can do it, I know that most of you that you are watching, you can also do it. I can assure you that I am nothing. Yeah, I am no one special. Yeah, I am no one special. I have not done anything out of ordinary to get this. It is just simple process that we'll be discussing throughout the session.
Okay. Thank you, Raghu. Raghu, when do you have realized and what made you to realize for GATE exam?
So from the beginning of starting my BTech, I had a goal in mind that I would be pursuing research, or I'll be going in some research lab, or I'll be going for higher studies. So in India, for research and higher study purposes, we have GATE exams. So in that sense, GATE was sort of, a point of entering the research society of our India. So that's why I chose GATE. I could also go for foreign universities or abroad, but I preferred working in India with our Indian professor.
To add this, Raghu, actually there are some of the universities in foreign also, they are looking through GATE score also to add the point. And Raghu, actually for all the students of IMS GATE Academy, like what should be the actual preparation strategy? Like when you have to start preparing and on what subjects you have to be more focused. And also, please let us know what exactly the preparation strategy you have suited so that to get a better rank in the GATE.
So I think that although every student should follow their own strategy, because strategies are best suited for their own set of behavior, their own timetable, what time they can invest in. But ideally, you can start your strategy with your third year, because in second year, you don't have that much exposure to all the engineering subjects that would be asked in GATE. So by the end of second year, you get quite a grasp on basic concepts like network theory and signals and systems, some mathematics. So you are able to get into more advanced topics, like you can go with electronics and communication, like analog and digital. So by the end of second year, you can start your preparation, and you don't have to go overdo your preparation. Like you don't have to work 8 hours or 6 hours a day for preparing for GATE. You just have to prepare 1 to 2 hours per day for about a year. You will perform very well if you go by that, because I have followed the same, you can say, the agenda of only preparing 1 or 2 lectures a day from a given subject. I was not taking too much, I was not putting too much efforts that it would hamper my daily studies or my college curriculum. So I made sure that I had a timetable, and I was allotting like given 3 hours during night to preparing for my GATEs. And in the morning, I would solve questions from that subject that I have read about during my night. And by doing so, I was able to cover most of the subjects by the end of December.
And Raghu, suppose if a student is been just completed second year, as you know, as my students also are aware of that, we can write the GATE exam in third year as well as in final year. Suppose if a student has written the GATE exam in the third year, if he was being qualified in the GATE exam, definitely his confidence will be high when he writes the GATE exam in the final year. So when he start preparing third year, so the subjects like network theory, EDC, and also communication and signals and system, which is a more of a mathematical part. So these 4 subjects, if he has more focus, definitely he will be getting at least a good mark in the third year itself. And it will boost up his, he will be boosted up for the final year, and it can be a single digit or below 100. That's what you want to add, right?
Yes, I also gave my first GATE attempt during my third year, and I also
Okay.
focused on core subjects. I was not
Okay.
trying to crack the gate in the third year itself. I was more focused on getting the feel of gate so that I would be able to like perform well in my fourth year. So I would suggest, yes, give the exam in third year. You focus on the core subjects that they teach you throughout the second and first year, and focus on that, because in gate you don't have to score 100 marks to get higher rank. You just have to score good enough marks. So if you
That's
focus on core subjects, you focus on your aptitude, you will even get a good you can say rank in your third year also.
yes,
You
yes.
focus on that.
Actually, engineering, mathematics, and aptitude are almost 25 marks. So if
Yes,
you
yes,
start preparing in second year also, because if you get 25 marks and the remaining 30 marks, if you can score from the core subjects, definitely your rank will be very
yes,
good.
good.
And one more thing I would like to ask you, how do you analyze the subjects in electronics? Suppose just let us know which subjects are very tough and which subjects you have to start early, and what are the subjects to be more focused so that you will get a good gate score.
So the series of subject that I followed was, I started with my network and network and signals and system. Signals and system, basic signals like how to manipulate the graph and all that. And by that, once I have completed these two core basic subjects, I moved on to analog and then digital. Digital electronics is quite, you can say, independent of all the other subjects, because it is not closely related to any other subjects. We are focusing on flip-flops and all that, but you can do digital. It is quite easy. So you can have digital with your network, signal system, and digital, then followed by analog and EDC. And for case of communication and other, you can say, advanced level subject, I said you keep it for the end. Once you have the core, you can say, once you have a strong grasp for all the basic subjects, you can move on to the more complex subjects like communication.
Okay. So another question for you, Raghu. How do you have started your gate exam? In 3 hours of your gate exam, have you started with a particular subject? Have you followed the order from first to 65? Or have you chosen some topics? Like how you have started the prep, means how you have started attempting the gate paper?
So in case of my, you can say, in case of 2023 GATE EC paper was quite simple compared to the
Okay.
earlier trends. So that also gave us, you can say, a mental assurance. Like if we have a tough paper, then there is a sense of like, I cannot do that. I cannot, even if we know a question, because of earlier tough questions, we might not be able to perform that very well in that. So in case of 2023, the paper was quite easy compared to other years. So I started with the aptitude. I have allotted, like I would do aptitude uh, for aptitude plus maths. I would do give 45 minutes for that. So I made sure that I completed my aptitude in that, because in case of aptitudes, the question are quite simple. You just have to have, you can say, if you are not tired or anything, you can do aptitude questions very easily. So I did the aptitude question first, and then I followed the sequence that was given in on the screen. That the questions came, I did that. If I was not able to do that in within a glance, so I made sure that I categorize the question in three, you can say, category. Once that was the theoretical type, like you just have to read the question, you know the theory, you can just take the answer those questions. Then there were questions which have very short calculations, that you will have to do the calculations, but the calculation will be over in 1 to 2 minutes. I did those questions, and for the end, I kept the questions which have a lot of, you can say,
Okay.
calculations and manipulations. So I did those questions in the last.
Okay. Okay. Like Raghu, you have attempted the IMS All India mock test series. How this test series has helped you? Is it how it helped you to manage the time, or how to? Is it really helpful when you are writing the gate exam?
So it is, well, it is rightly said that practice makes a man perfect. So
Yeah.
practicing with mock test series will surely help you managing in your gate paper, because once you start getting habituated of giving the paper in the set amount of time with set amount of pattern in front of a computer screen for given duration, you get habituated. You will not be affected by the different disturbance on your gate center. You will not be getting any sort of stress, because for you, if you have given a lot of mock test and you have taken test series, for you it would be like just another day of giving a same mock test, because the level of questions is quite same. Gate
Yeah,
will not give you a question that is unsolvable. They
yeah,
don't they won't do that. So for you, after giving lot of test series, gate exam will not be any kind of mountain to cross. It would be just another walk in a park like that.
yeah.
So
So
I
IMS
would
series,
suggest.
IMS test series, all the 12 test series helped you to practice, and it
Yes,
has
yes,
created the environment as if in a gate exam,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yes, yes. And
So
I will also add that if it is possible for the candidate, they should also try to emulate the environment of the
yes, yes.
gate exam. Like, don't talk to anyone while you are giving the test series.
Yeah.
Don't walk out from the paper, because
We
these will
should
also
be
help you.
habituated for sitting for 3 years
Yeah,
and
three
dedicated
hours. Yeah,
to write the gate exam, right?
yeah, yeah.
So in this journey, Raghu, you might have faced a lot of hurdles. You might have faced some of the challenges while you are preparing. You might be demotivated, and how you have managed the curriculum and also the means gate exam preparation. Can you please let us know?
So in when we start preparing our gate, we have this sort of doubt that maybe I will not be able to complete it. We get overwhelmed by the amount of syllabus that we have to cover through gate. So sometimes students get distracted by just deciding what do we have to do and what do we have to do. They even feel hesitated by if they want to trust a coaching or not, if they want to trust someone or not. They do have that sense of like, should I trust this person? If I trust this person, will I get a good rank or not? So in that case, I too had that doubts when started preparing for my coaching, but I took help from my seniors. I talked around, and I would suggest the students also that please have trust in your teachers, in your guidance, in the guidance you have chosen. If you follow your guide, if you follow the mentor properly, you will surely get a good
Yeah,
marks. You don't have to doubt everything your guide or your mentor
well,
is saying. If you keep faith in your hard work, if you keep faith in that what you have done, you will surely succeed. Even I, when I started, I thought I won't be able to complete all the subjects. So sometimes the thought of like, even if I'm preparing this subject and maybe I won't be able to do questions from this subject in the exam, that used to haunt me. So for that, I made sure that I was doing my best. I was giving my best, so that even if I won't be able to perform well in the exam, I won't have any regrets regarding if I could have done this or if I could have done that. Maybe my gate exam would have been better. So I made sure that I was giving my best. I was putting my trust in my mentor. I was following the curriculum. I made sure that I was not distracted by any,
and
you
one
could
more
say,
thing, Raghu.
difficulties.
One more thing, Raghu. As you know, IMS has a beautiful program for GATE, that is one-to-one
Yes.
mentorship. Like if a student can easily get in touch with the respective faculty, and there will be like
Mm,
one-to-one mentoring, and no other institute is providing this platform. And one more
mm.
thing, Raghu, I would like to add, in IMS GATE Academy, we have the doubt solving portal. Like if you have posted any doubts, that doubt will be solved in within 24 hours of time. So these two are the features which you are telling me to improve the gate score. And also
Yes.
consistency is very important here. Consistency, hard work, trust. And this trust can be developed, as Raghu told. We at IMS Gate Academy, we are providing the one-to-one mentorship, as well as we are providing the doubt solving portal. So Raghu, I would like to ask you one more important thing. How do you handle the pressure at gate exam? Like what is the, like, do you take care of health before 3 days? Like how do you take care of the gate pressure before 3 days? Because in the entire year you might have done all the hard work, and when you are inching towards the gate exam, you feel somewhat tense. Or how do you feel about the environment before writing the gate exam, and what made you to be comfortable while writing the gate exam?
So first of all, I made sure that my sleep cycle was set for the gate exam, because sometimes students are preparing for late at night, so they find it difficult to wake up early in the mornings to give gate exam. So I made sure that my sleep cycle was adjusted within a week, and I made sure that I was eating healthy. I was not eating something like from fast foods or anything else, so that I won't get any health issues during that exam. And in case of stress, I was more focused on, like, during my last time of gate exam, I was not thinking too much about the gate. I had trust in my, you can say, hard work and all the efforts that I put, and I was focusing on revising the subjects as much as possible, because revision is as important as giving mock test and giving test series and practicing question. Revision is very important, so I was also focused on that. I was
Short
diverting
notes,
my focus
a
from
kind
gate
of
to
short
revising.
notes, kind
Yeah,
of
I have.
short notes, summary for each chapter. These kind of things actually help the right people for the GATE exam, right?
Yes, yes. I have like short notes for every subject that I prepared. I used that for throughout the January session. I used to read them daily. I used to prepare, all the subjects that I have done through short notes.
Okay. And Raghu, I would like to ask you one more thing. When you are preparing for the GATE exam, there seems
Hmm.
to be electromagnetic field theory or some of the
Yes, yes.
subjects find to be difficult. So have you ignored any subject or have you given equal importance for all the subjects? Can you please
In
comment?
case of, like, you can say, advanced topics like EMFT, and then we have antennas in that even more so, and then you can say information theory and all that. I did give, like, I did prepare them once, but while I was revising, I gave more focus on my core subjects like network and simple subjects, and then I allotted time for them later. If I had time, I would do that, and if I didn't get time, I will not be like disheartened. I will focus on what I have done.
Okay.
Instead of like getting disheartened with what I could not do, I was focusing on how can I perform well with what I have done.
Okay. What about communication?
In case of communication, I was not able to prepare notes for that, so I had to leave communication before the gate revision for communication.
Okay. Okay. So Raghu, it was very nice talking to you. What is your final message for the GATE aspirants who are appearing GATE 24 and 25? What is your message to the GATE students?
I would like to say that have trust in your mentor, prepare a schedule, follow that. Don't get disheartened that what happened if I won't be able to crack gate. You will get another chance. Don't get too goal oriented. Focus on the journey itself, because the journey of preparing for gate will make you apt enough so that you can even do things beyond the gate exam. So instead of focusing on just preparing for gate, focus on developing yourself so that you are such a candidate that even other organizations will ask for you. Because while preparing for gate, you are also sort of way preparing for bark exam and other ISRO exam, because these are all related exams. So you should focus on developing yourself, developing your skill, so that even if your gate is not, you can say, not doesn't go good because of due to unforeseen circumstances, maybe you get health issues. There are many things that we cannot control. So instead of worrying about things that you cannot control, focus on things that you can do.
Okay.
Give your best, and best of
So
luck.
you want to tell in such a way that consistency should be there, and you should
Yes.
have trust in the mentors, like what we do in IMS Gate Academy, one-to-one mentorship. And the third thing, you would like to add short notes and summary of each chapter, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are the important points which Arun Raghu want to add, so that every gate student who are appearing for gate 24 and 25, definitely these things will help you to achieve the better rank. And it was very nice talking to you, Raghu. And these words will help us, the coming students of gate 24 and 25, to achieve their goal. And the most important point you have mentioned here is the trust. So when you trust the mentor, when you trust the coaching center, definitely you have the best results. And consistency and hard work should be always there. And it was very nice,
Yes.
really nice talking to you, Raghu. Thank you.